Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to Brian's Badass Reviews. I am driving around today, super busy getting things done, and I am freaking hungry. So, I'm hungry for some tacos. Let's go get some tacos. Nah, let's go make some real tacos, Blackstone style. Kick the intro! Yeah, I wasn't gonna punk out with those fast food tacos. We're gonna do the real deal. But before we get to it, let's take care of some business. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I got new videos coming out pretty much every week. If you like the stuff that's going on with the channel, if you like what's going on in this video, do me a favor and smash that like button. Really helps me out. So I'm super excited about the video today, guys. This is video number 3 in my Blackstone series. You guys can watch the other 2 videos. I've spoke at length about how much I absolutely love my Blackstone Griddle. If you don't have one, you gotta go out and get yourself one of these. Now, I'm not affiliated with Blackstone Griddles or anything. I don't get payment or anything like that from them. I just like cooking on this thing. It's so easy. The food that comes off of it is super delish, and it's just fun. It's just fun. You crack a beer, you fire up the Blackstone, you throw down whatever you want to throw down. Well, today we are throwing down tacos. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna take all of this here and I'm gonna just jump up in one of the corners here. I'm just gonna talk my way through that taco making process. But first, we gotta jump down into the kitchen and get the stuff ready. Had a little help from the wifey doing a little prep cook, little soup cook type of action. So you gotta have your onions, you gotta have your cilantro, you gotta have your avocado, you gotta have your diced onions. Of course, you gotta have the meat that you're gonna use for the tacos, you gotta have limes, you gotta have the cheese that you're gonna use. Hey babe, what's the cheese called that we use in the tacos?
Huh?
The cheese that we use in the tacos? What's it called?
Queso fresco?
Right, queso fresco. But what about the corn in the cup cheese?
Cotija cheese?
What's it called?
Cotija?
Cortica?
Cotija with a J.
Cortija.
Cotija. C-O-T-I-J-O.
Cortija.
There's no R.
Cotija?
Right, cotija cheese.
Awesome. Thanks, babe. Love you.
Love you.
And just for fun, we decided to add lonches to this, and we also decided to do a little corn in the cup. So let's do this. So we jumped down in the kitchen here, guys, and here's the wifey. She's throwing down some sliced onions. My absolute favorite thing to put with the tacos is the sliced onions. And so you just slice them up real thin there, get them in the pan, and that you'll see in a little bit that that's gonna be the first thing that I throw down is the sliced onion. Gotta have your limes. Now these limes are gonna be kind of the, I don't know, I guess you'd say the condiments that would go on the taco, right? This is gonna be your dressing, how you're gonna dress your taco up. That's what these limes are gonna be for. Gotta have your cilantro. Me personally, I don't like a ton of cilantro, but I do like to throw a little bit of that cilantro in there. Back with the onion, but this time she's gonna dice this onion up. Some people like to have that small diced raw onion in with the taco, gives it that little bit of extra crisp to it. Maybe that's just a me thing, but that's how I like it. So there she is, she's cubing it up, and as you can see, you got the limes, the cilantro, the onions all ready to go, and then the main star. Now this is gonna be beef round tip milanesa. And you want to get the one, you'll see the package there, it says wafer thin. You get it wafer thin. It helps with the tenderness, helps it to cook a little bit faster, and it's just awesome. And so you'll see here, she's kind of cutting it up into strips, and then she's gonna cube it. And now this is maybe a little excessive. She likes to really stand out and do things her own way in the kitchen. A lot of people will just take this meat, they'll throw it right in a freaking Ninja, go like that, and it comes out, and that's perfectly good too, guys. It's quick, it's easy. My wife takes pride in what she cooks. She's an amazing cook. She likes to kind of do everything old school, do it by hand. She's basically got these nice cubes of meat that are just ready to throw on the Blackstone. Notice we don't season anything right now. The seasoning is gonna come as I'm cooking, and you'll see that in a little bit. So there you go, we got our pot of meat, we got our onions, we got our dressings all cut up and ready to go. So let's hit it outside. Got the Blackstone, it's all heating up there. I got the oil on it already, and here's it's not a whole lot, guys. The beer is the most important ingredient. You got the meat, the onions, like I said, a little bit of butter for those onions. And you just put the oil on the grill, get it all heated up, spread it out there, and drop down those onions. Now, if any of you guys have cooked on this Blackstone before, you know these onions cook up super quick. And here what I'm doing is I'm just kind of breaking them apart into their individual slices. Helps them kind of cook more even, and we want to get a nice caramelization on here. I'll kind of split them up, I'll get them on there, and just kind of let them sit, and then I'm gonna hit them with some country crock. Just to kind of add a little bit of flavor in there, and it helps cook a little bit faster with them too. I don't want to use the oil so much in this as much as I'm using the country crock. I like that buttery caramelized onion, it's so good. And so here you'll see that I'm kind of spreading the butter, kind of putting it on top of the onions so that the butter will spread amongst the onions. Sounds so technical, right? Well, I guess that didn't sound technical at all. And then I'm gonna hit it with this fajita seasoning. Here's a little pro tip, or maybe it's not even a pro tip. I like to throw a little bit of that fajita seasoning just to bring a little bit of a different flavor to it. I mean, you're adding it in with the tacos at the end, you're adding it in with the meat, not together cooking, but when you're actually building your taco up. And so you throw a little bit of that fajita seasoning in there with the butter and the onions. And of course, while you're letting those onions sit, you gotta have yourself a good beer. You can see them starting to caramelize here a little bit. Starting to look pretty good. There's a little bit more of that seasoning. Kind of flip them, flip them, flip them. Like I said before, if you guys have a Blackstone, you know these things cook up super quick. Just a little bit of a look at my layout here. This is the outside oasis, at least half of it. You guys notice that pallet chair in the back? I'm gonna do a video on these different pallet things that I've built, so that's coming up in the future. I built a pallet couch, I built that pallet bench, I built that pallet chair, just a bunch of different stuff I've done with pallets, so that's gonna come in the future. But anyways, the onions are done. They are coming off the grill. They are ready to go. I'll take those back inside. We'll throw them in the oven. We got our oven on warm. And then now that we've got that nice onion taste all over that Blackstone, throw a little bit of more oil, and then here comes the meat. Kind of spread it around, and as I'm kind of cooking it, I'm breaking it up. I'm breaking it up into smaller and smaller pieces. It helps cook it a little bit faster. Now I'm gonna drop the salt on here, guys, and it's gonna look like I'm putting a ton of salt on there, but it's really not a lot. This meat tends to really suck up that salt, and so it looks like I'm overdoing it, but I'm really not. And I'll probably come back again. I don't think I show it in here, but I come back over it again, maybe once, maybe twice. And then there's that fajita seasoning that I was talking about. And I'll probably salt and fajita season it maybe 2-3 times throughout the whole cooking process. You feel like you're overdoing it, but you're really not. And if you're trying to be careful with it, you're gonna pull the meat off, and it's not gonna be as flavorful as you want it. Now, some people might do a different thing. They might marinate the meat beforehand. I don't know if some people might do it the night before, at least a couple hours before. I tend to like to do it as I'm cooking the meat. And then I wait till that meat has a certain brownness to it, and then it's ready to come off. Now that's pretty much a cake pan that I got in my hand there, guys, and you're looking at that and you're like, man, that's plenty of meat. We fed probably about 8 people we fed with just that, and we had plenty of leftovers, guys. So that's kind of what it looks like. Boom, we're done. We're gonna do a quick cleanup of the grill here. The reason that I'm doing this cleanup right now before I throw the torts on is because you can see some of that char that's on the grill there. I like to get all of that char off before I throw the torts down, because if you don't and you throw the torts down, the torts tend to get a dark color to them. It doesn't really mess with the taste so much, but it can be a little unappealing when you're serving those torts and you got a little bit of that off color to them. Same thing with scrambled eggs. If you guys are ever cooking scrambled eggs, if you cook that bacon first, make sure you pull everything off before you throw the scrambled eggs on. Otherwise they turn a nasty kind of a black color. But here guys, I'm throwing down the corn. This is just a quick grill up the corn, get it nice and toasty, and this is gonna be for the corn in the cup. And if you've never had corn in a cup, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so delicious. It's so good. So here all I'm really looking for is just kind of a nice golden toast to the corn. Get it all good. Let it all toast up and boom, there it goes. It's done. Quick and easy. I will take that in. The wifey will get that ready. I'll show that in a little bit. And then while I'm doing all this stuff outside, the wifey's inside. She's frying up the bolillo bread for the lonches. Now what I didn't put in here is I didn't show her cutting the cabbage that we also use for the lonches. There's your queso fresco. I'm hungry just looking at that right now. That queso fresco, guys, is so good. Yeah, it's that. It's exactly what I said right there. So now it's tort time, guys. But anyways, we use that meat for the lonches, the same thing that we're using to make the tacos, and we add in the cabbage. You can do the onions, you can do whatever you want with it, but it's super good. Now, the secret to cooking these torts is you don't want to leave them on too long. You want to get them just kind of in the oil, get them heated up, and just a little bit of color to them. Because if you leave them on too long, they're going to get too crispy, and then you're going to have tostadas instead of good like soft shell tacos for your tacos, if that makes any sense. But you just dip them in there, flip them, get a nice little bit of a layer of grease on there, get them heated up real nice and just a little bit of color, and they're ready to come off. You're ready to start building yourself some tacos. I always do those last. Got them in, got them ready to go, and then here is the corn in the cup. I'm just gonna sit back and watch her make this because it's something to see. So she's dropping a little bit of mayo in there, guys. She's kind of just doing it by sight. She wants it nice and creamy. Stirs it up a little bit.
Right, cotija cheese.
Cotija cheese. Cotija. Cotija. Okay, awesome. Thanks, babe. Love you.
Love you. Hey, say it. Don't make it sound Italian. It's not Italian.
Don't what?
Don't make it sound Italian. Yeah, because you always do that. You always make something sound Italian, and it's not.
But you said cotija cheese.
Cotija cheese.
Cotija. All right, I might have to call you back.
Cotija.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, babe.
Love you, bye.
All right, love you too. Bye. And then here's the cotija cheese.
Cotija.
And that's the money right there. That's the money shot. Yo. Gets that all stirred up, gets it in the cup. And then here's our final product, guys. This is pretty much everything. Real quick, you gotta have your avocado. I got the lettuce, you got the tomatoes, you got your onions, you got your limes, the queso fresco, the corn. There's the corn in the cup right there, guys. And there's a couple built tacos. There's your lonche. Bolillo bread. There's the caramelized onions. And there's your tacos, guys. And right here's the finished product. Whew. And I tell you what, guys, you throw these tacos together, you gotta have at least 4 or 5 of them. I know everybody's trying to watch their health, but these tacos are so good, and the lonches came out so awesome. That's actually the first time that we kind of put the lonches together here with the Blackstone, and they turned out amazing. You got that corn in the cup. It just adds that extra little awesomeness to the meal. That's your little side that you have in the meal, and it adds that extra awesomeness. It's so good. There's a lot of people that might do these things different. If you do the same type of thing, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you're doing it, because I like cooking on this Blackstone, and I don't mind experimenting with different things on the Blackstone, different recipes, different things like that. So let me know in the comments, how do you guys make your tacos on the Blackstone? With the wifey prepping and me cooking outside at the same time, I mean, we probably got these things done in an hour, start to finish. Super quick, super easy cleanup. I mean, there's a lot of dishes on the inside, but you know, we tag team those dishes, get them knocked out. Right, honey? but it's so good. Next time you're thinking about going to that fast food taco place, think about this video and be like, man, that looked awesome. I want some of those. I'm gonna go get a Blackstone. I'm gonna make some tacos. So that's pretty much it, guys. There you go. You got yourself some tacos, some lonches, some corn in the cup. Just complete pure awesomeness with this Blackstone. Again, I'm not affiliated in any kind of way. I just really love cooking on it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope this gave you some ideas so that you can go home, make some awesome food for your family at home. Get your friends over, get the relatives over, get the in-laws over, get everybody over, get the neighbors over, have a street party, make yourself some tacos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and hit that like button, guys. That's all I got for the review today, guys. I'm gonna go see if we have any more leftovers. You gotta be kind to each other. You gotta do what makes you happy. That's it for me. I'm out this mofo. Peace.